the truth about Yakub, the creator of the white race.
Yakub, maker and creator of the devil.
The truth of Yakub was first revealed to humanity through Wallace Fard Muhammad, the founder of the Nation of Islam, or NOI, and was later expanded on by his successors Elijah Muhammad and Louis Farrakhan. In order to fully understand the Yakubian lore, we need to go back about 76 trillion years, when the universe was nothing but, well, nothing. It was just darkness. Out of that darkness, God, or Allah, created himself in a process that lasted 6 trillion years. When he was finally done working on himself, he created the rest of the universe. Now here's the thing, Allah wasn't the only God. He was actually the first in a long line of gods. After creating the universe, he also created 24 imams, or black scientists, to help him out. And each one of these imams would take turns being God for a little while. Okay, so fast forward another 4 trillion years, and one of these black scientist gods hated the planet so much that he decided to blow it up. He dug a giant hole into the center of the Earth and placed a bunch of dynamite inside the Earth's core, and yeah. The planet was then split in two, which would become the Earth and the Moon. Before this big split, humanity was divided into 13 tribes, but only one of them survived the explosion, the tribe of Shabazz. The survivors eventually settled in the land of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, and since white people didn't exist yet, the world was pretty much in complete harmony. This isn't to say that civilization was perfect, but the white man didn't invent League of Legends or tuna casserole yet, so it was undoubtedly much better than it is today. But still, in order for the original man to be perfect, he had to come face to face with the evil inside him and defeat it. And that evil would be brought about by a man named Yakub, or as I like to call him, the Yak. Yakub was born in Mecca, and he had a massive head. Okay, I mean, this mother sucker looked like Black Megamind. Here's a quote from one of Elijah Muhammad's books. He was a man, born a black scientist with a big head. He had a great big head, and they used to call him the Big Head Yakub, because his head contained so much wisdom, or brains of wisdom, that he was called the Big Head Yakub, meaning he had a lot of wisdom. Yeah, it's not really the most elegantly written book I've read, but then again, the only other book I've read is Mind Equals Blown by Matthew Santoro, so I don't really have much to go on. By age 6, the Yak had already decided that he was going to take over the world. Years later, while studying at university, Yakub made a shocking discovery that would change the world forever. Okay, so basically, inside of the original man, there was 2 genes, or germs. And one of these germs could be separated from him and used to create new races of people.
In the germ of the black man, the life germ, Yakub saw the brown germ. And he said that if he could separate that brown germ, he could drive it into its last stage and clothe it with flesh and give it form and expression. And that Mr. Yakub did.
The Yak figured out a technique to dilute the black man down into a lesser species that would be easy for him to control. He called this technique grafting, which was basically just eugenics, and he could use it to build that army. At age 18, he started recruiting people to help him get started with his experiments.